Hello, our names are Maggie
and Marie.
Welcome to the Future Farmers Voices podcast, brought to you by Bloomfield Middle School's Agriculture Leadership and Communications class.
Today we would like to introduce you to Stephanie Powell from Opal Blossom Farm. Stephanie runs a 1/4 acre cut flower farm in Bardstown, Kentucky. She has been working towards a more regenerative farming style recently, using minimal tilling and less plastic. Welcome, Stephanie Powell.
What made you decide to get into flower farming?
Basically, I wanted something that was a little less work, but unfortunately it's not. I just wanted to do something that was more fulfilling, right? Something that was prettier and just more fulfilling, and I can go at my own pace. I don't get stressed out because if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. So.
What types of flowers do you grow, and how do you choose them?
We grow a variety of different flowers. It kind of depends on our zone, what will grow, when it will grow. If it can stay outside, we don't have a high tunnel or anything, so we can't grow those things that, year round, a lot of them. We have peonies that grow year round. We have roses. We have poppies that will reseed and grow themselves, and then there's others that don't come back. So our zinnias, which are super easy to grow, our straw flowers, our marigolds. We're also branching out into different types of things. Like right now we have pumpkin on a stick, which is like these little pumpkins that grow on sticks. And then we're transitioning into sea holly and nigella and a couple of different varieties of all those things.
Do you have a favorite flower to grow?
Ooh, that's tricky. I would probably say zinnias because they're the easiest to grow, and there's a ton of different flowers or colors of them, but I think that would be my favorite. They're easy to grow, and you can actually collect the seeds of them every year, and you don't have to buy new seeds.
What responsibilities do you typically have on the farm on a day-to-day basis?
Ooh, that's a good question. It kind of varies depending on the seasons. In wintertime, I just kind of work on the paperwork and work on our website and stuff like that, because when it snows, you can't really do much outside, or when it's too cold. But normally, typically, right now, we are transitioning most of our beds. So since we're moving away from tilling, we'll go and broad fork our beds, which is basically sticking a large fork into the ground and shaking up the ground a little bit. And then we put compost on them, and then we plant our spring seeds. So right now we have seeds that are going in the ground that will overwinter, so they won't grow much big on top, but the root system will grow really strong. So that's a typical day mostly, is just turning over beds.
What do you find to be the most enjoyable part of farming, and what is the most difficult task on the farm?
The most enjoyable part, I would say, is just seeing people's faces, like at the farmer's market, or when I talk to them over email or something like that, and they see our gorgeous flowers, and they know that we don't use pesticides, and they're different from other things that are out there. I think that's my favorite part, is just people's faces when they light up and see the flowers. The most difficult part is weeds. So, hate them. Yeah, they can't get rid of them. So, it's just, that's a never-ending project that starts in May and goes till probably September. So, it's just never-ending.
Who typically buys your flowers?
It just depends. We've done a event at a winery where there were a lot of teenage girls and young girls that would come and with their moms and stuff and build their own bouquets. It's a lot of dads that come and bring them to their wives or to their daughters. A lot of grandpas come and bring them to their granddaughters. It's a wide variety. So,
tell us and our viewers a little more about regenerative farming, and what does it mean to you, and what changes are you making to your farm for it to be more environmentally friendly?
So last year we grew on 4 different plots. We changed our system into 4 different segments essentially. So one segment we tilled, another segment we literally just laid down compost and plastic weed barrier, and then another system we didn't lay down anything. We didn't till or do anything. So we kind of wanted to see what was happening with all those and what was going to work best for us with the weeds and the amount of work and stuff like that. This year, we took, since we're expanding to 1/2 acre, we took one of our segments that's been under tarp for about 6 months and just broad forked it. So when you till, it wakes up all of the seeds that are underground, like all the weed seeds and stuff like that. So when you till, it basically creates more seeds and it interrupts the ground. It interrupts the beneficial worms and the beneficial insects that are down there, and it could potentially kill them. So you're losing out on all that. When you broad fork, you just basically are sticking a fork in the ground and kind of opening up the soil, right? So you're not actually turning anything and you're not really killing anything. And we're moving away from using plastic as well. So we just we use the broad fork, we put about 2 inches of compost and topsoil on top, and then we keep moving. And in our walkways, we use fallen leaves, essentially. So to go back into our walkways, and as those break down, they add more nutrients and nitrogens to the soil.
Okay, so thank you for joining us today and telling us a little bit about you and Opal Blossom Farms. We look forward to seeing your business bloom. Thank you for listening. Now go stop and smell the flowers.